2. All right, so welcome to the podcast, SportsPlug podcast. That is, it's been a little bit. We back at you. You know, I got Sean here, I got Ghost here, and I got Chris here. We're gonna talk about a little something, something. You know what I'm saying? Dive into what's been going on lately in the world. Let me go ahead
Rona.
and the Rona has been going on. As you can hear, he's just gonna come in from time to time. He's gonna hear Rona. Let me get a Rona one time for the people.
Wrong.
Now see, hey, you don't fuck around with the
Rona.
Rona. All right, now, so basically what we're gonna do real quick, I'm gonna take it to Sean. Sean, when I get it to you, you can go ahead and we go with the rundown. I believe we're gonna start with is Kendrick Perkins a Han? Is he going about this the wrong way? What are your thoughts? We're gonna talk about the NBA. And Sean, go ahead and jump it off wherever you please, man. I'm gonna shut up.
Hey, man. We got a lot to talk about today. We've been missing some shows. I'm sorry y'all can't see me. Hold up. We've been missing some shows. We got a lot to talk about, a lot to discuss, man. And we got to get some good point of views here. I think we're starting off with Kendrick Perkins and his comments about Kyrie Irving and how he feels about restarting the NBA bubble. So I'm going to just ask y'all real quick. I'm not going to talk about Perkins, his comments, but how y'all feel about restarting the NBA? I'm going to start with you, Russ.
Russ.
I was on mute, my bad. Got me, the mute monster. But no, I think the NBA should start. I want it to start. I think they could. There's multiple reasons, which we'll probably get into with the perk stuff. But of course, I want to start one because we want to watch basketball. Let's just be honest. We do want to watch sports. But number two, I wanted to start because I think that they could also use this position as the center of attention as a means to spread the message further. And of course, if they do play, if they do play, they do make that money, and if they make that money, they can, allocate it towards, the mission, if you will. Uh, I mean, it's the short answer. I'd like it to start. I know we're gonna dive deeper into other stuff, but I'll let everybody else get their hands wet real quick, or feet wet real quick. But yeah, I do want it to start for those basic two reasons.
Just be playing basketball, man.
You talking to me? It was breaking up.
Chris, should these brothers be playing basketball, man?
Me personally, nah, not right now. Nah, not right
Just
now.
no?
Oh, I didn't know. Like, I didn't know if y'all could hear me or not. Nah, not right now, bro. Like, I get where everybody coming from, but I do think a powerful statement would be made right now. Like, if they withheld it, like, not saying that the money that they earning ain't good to the cause, but the reality is, like, that money ain't gonna, like, I'm not dissing it or anything, but that's not gonna change the trajectory of Black people as a whole. Like, I'm not gonna dismiss it, but I'm not gonna just act like that their contribution alone with just money is gonna do it. Like, I think something drastic as far as withholding the talents, and like, it's not just any job. Like, only them can do it. Like, I've been to a Kyrie Irving game. Like, it's not many people I'd pay to go watch play basketball. Like, I think they got a lot of more leverage than we giving them credit for, and could do a whole lot. Even if it's just, hey, y'all need to cut a check to every HBCU basketball program in the country. Like, that's some change. Like, I'll take that. Like, just some kind of something that would help move us forward.
Ghost, what you think, man? You think they should be hooping?
Man, you know what? I think I'm probably the most confused on it just because, like, in a way, like Russ was saying, you know, I think bringing some, I mean, from a selfish standpoint, you know what I'm saying, definitely want to go ahead and watch sports again. You know, especially during this time, like I was looking at today's date, like today probably been the end of the finals. We've been talking about, you know what I'm saying, what players gonna make these moves. You know, we ain't really got literally nothing going on right now. So from a, you know, selfish standpoint, yes, I do want it back. But I mean, I can see, you know what I'm saying, like you said, right now, this is the most, you know, the black culture has had, you know, the attention, you know, of the world and, you know, trying to spread the message. And yeah, you know what I'm saying, being on the basketball court, you know, having that platform to speak on it, but, you know what I'm saying, we got a platform right now too, you know what I'm saying, where we can still speak on it. And, you know, just, you know, we bring sports back, you know, it's pretty much going to hog up, well, I mean, it's going to pretty much kind of hog up, you know what I'm saying, sports and ESPN, FS1, those shows, you know, right now they talking about, you know, the social issues that's going on. And then not only that, you know what I'm saying, we still got to think about this COVID shit happening. I mean, even though they get put in the bubble, like, look, people still out here getting tested positive, you know what I'm saying, for this COVID-19. Cases are increasing. I mean, you know what I'm saying, you never really know, even though if you put yourself in this bubble, you know what I'm saying, this shit doesn't seem like it's going away no time soon, you know, if who knows when. So, I mean, I think it may start back. For the selfish point, I do want it, but at this time, I mean, I don't think it, you know, what's the point of having to start back? And then, you know, whoever wins the ship, say LeBron win the ship, you know what I'm saying, people going to throw asterisks next to it, like, oh, it wasn't a full season. It cut off. So
Yeah.
you got to think about that too.
Yeah, and I think it's important for us to highlight and separate these issues. I know that y'all like a debate show, but not one person on this call will disagree that if a player doesn't want to play because of COVID, they don't have to go. And y'all can nod y'all head, but none of us would agree that on that. But with the social justice issue, I mean, that's where I think we all kind of vary. And I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
it's
back
the
to you.
social justice part. Like COVID, I get that.
Yeah. And so, Chris, kicking it back to you because I think you kind of alluded to. That's where I want to go with to Kendrick Perkins, man. It's okay for us.
I was gonna say
Go ahead.
before you go to Kendrick Perkins, I will say to Chris, the idea of taking away talents is something that you could probably get to work, but the only way that it would work properly is if every black player in every sport decided not to play. If every black player in every sport does not decide to do that,
But ain't that what
hold
Kyrie
up,
trying to get done right now?
wait. No, it's not. Wait to finish. Let me finish first. Kyrie is not doing that. Kyrie does not have a plan. That's why people are mad at Kyrie. What you said is more than what Kyrie was saying. Kyrie is just like I was talking to you the other day. Kyrie is just expressing feelings. Like it's okay to express your feelings, but like what you said is more than what he said. He's saying I don't want to play because of racial injustice. Okay, fine. But what you said is better, Chris. Okay, now if you tell them, hey
But
guys,
bro,
hold up, let me finish. He said if you were to tell them, you said if you were to sign checks for the HBCUs, otherwise we won't play. And then if they don't do that for you, or they don't meet some sort of demand, yeah, then you could go do it. But if you just say, well, we're not gonna play and you have nothing behind it, even though you may think and you're passionate and you know that they're the only ones that could do it, that doesn't matter, bro. That's just your passion about it.
but
That
my
doesn't
brother,
matter in the grand scheme of
my
things.
brother,
It doesn't. It
but
doesn't.
my thing is
You want it to, it'd be nice to.
just because we don't know what he's talking about, like I'm not gonna pretend that I don't know what he want. Like that, like yesterday might have been one thing, but today he might have spoke with somebody who educated him on how he can use his platform. Like the thing
But you
is,
can't
I
can't
think
come out.
Kyrie is.
Wait. I'm just gonna say this, bro. You can be on the side of not playing, but you can't keep giving Kyrie credit for something he hasn't done. That's what we're saying.
Man,
You
but
could be
bro,
you could
what
be
I'm
you could be wherever you want. You could be on whatever side you want, but you gotta stop giving this man credit for something he has not done. If you have the
man,
ability
but
to
I'm a
wait, if you have the
Let him
ability to come
finish.
out,
Let him finish. Let him finish.
if you have the ability to come out and say, "Oh man, I don't want to play," then nigga, you should be able to tell us why. You can't
Hey,
just
Russ,
come out and say,
hold
"I
on,
don't want to
Russ.
play." Say why.
Hold
You
on,
have to
Russ.
have a plan.
Let Chris finish. Let Chris finish.
like all I was trying to get at is maybe the brother don't have a plan, bro, but he got a feeling in his heart that he know is something wrong going on right now, and he could do more, and that's what he trying to do, bro. Like, I feel like we all got lanes, bro. Like, he might not know what to do and how to do it, and I'm not gonna dismiss that. I'm sure tons of black leaders have been reaching out to Kyrie Irving over the last week. I'm not gonna act like they haven't. We know how the game goes. So I'm not gonna think that he haven't came with a more educated and formulated plan or have something in mind. I'm just saying the fact that he understands in his heart that regardless to where, because like they saying he don't want to play because they told him he can't go to Orlando. Like, come on, bro, this dude is rich as I don't know what. He is not finna be tripping over not getting to go to Orlando. Like, he
That
knows
that
this
Yeah,
is a
wasn't that
season.
wasn't the full quote. The thing was he
No,
was
I'm
all
saying
for.
people said that.
No, the reason why they're saying it though is because he was, and I don't even care about that part. But the real thing was the whole quote was he had said that he was down to go, down for the bubble, down for everything, and all this other social injustice stuff didn't start until Kyrie didn't get his way. That's what some people are
Ding,
saying.
ding, ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding. Remember I told you, Russell? Hold on. Remember I told y'all earlier I had some breaking news? Well, here it goes. I know y'all haven't read this yet. That's not the case that happened with Kyrie Irving. So, Russell, all day today, I've agreed with you until I read what I just read. Kyrie Irving had a private group chat like the four of us had. And Kyrie Irving, for days, has been expressing, number one, he wanted to start his own basketball league away from the NBA. Number two, Kyrie Irving, like you said, Russell, was down for everything. And he was speaking for the players who don't have max contracts. Kyrie Irving had more than 80 players come to him and tell him, hey, we're not comfortable with playing for these reasons. And Kyrie Irving was the spokesperson. So now us and the media have attacked Kyrie because he has the biggest voice. And then also when everybody keeps saying you don't have a plan, sometimes it's not right. If you're being mistreated at your job, Russell, and people is doing bad, you might just have to quit and figure it out. So Kyrie is kind of being lambasted for something that he really isn't going through. He has a max contract, like Chris said. It's a lot of players who did not get paid, didn't get the right amount of money, and it's a lot of other players not named Kyrie Irving without the name who didn't want to go. And last thing.
Okay,
The
because
Brooklyn Nets general manager, the Brooklyn Nets general manager and the team are now investigating who leaked the information in their private group text, and Kyrie Irving left that group text today.
okay.
Somebody, and this is where it go back to Perk, somebody's been doing this.
Okay, that yes, all right, but but besides all that, this feeling in your heart stuff, like we know there's a feeling in the heart. Streets are burning. Like we know there's a feeling in the heart. At some point, if you want something to actually progress and change, you have to actually do something. And Chris, you stated earlier that it's a little amount of money. It's not a little amount of money. It's a little over $1 billion. And that's not a little amount of money. If you were to tell somebody, I'm gonna put $1 billion into Black Lives Matter or into just the cause itself, I think they would be pretty ecstatic
$1
about
billion
that.
to
But they're
who?
not. But Russell,
Who's
they're
getting
not
$1
putting.
billion?
But
Because
you
that
just
the money's going to
glossed
the
over.
no. Okay,
and where's that money going?
he asked me a question. Okay, he asked me a question, so I'm gonna answer it. Okay, so
You just glossed over everything I said.
if they do not play, then the owners will have the ability, because the players agreed on it years ago, because the salaries got so high. Basically, they will have the ability to take the money out of the salaries. That's where the money
Okay.
will get taken from. Now,
Okay.
and my whole point is, and I haven't heard anybody tell me why this is not a good thing. I can tell you why not playing is not a good thing, but I have not heard anybody tell me why having the biggest voice on the biggest stage and having the ability to fund that and make your cause stronger. There's no negative to that for me, except for
So,
the fact. Hey,
Bro.
with the NBA. The NBA has been the only league that has worked with us. We argue all the time about the NBA and why are these dudes getting paid this much, and why are these dudes getting paid this much, and why are they getting the ability to get Donald Sterling fired by saying we're not gonna play before. Adam Silver has shown, and I'm not gonna act like Adam Silver has
Man,
not
I wish
shown
getting
that
$4
he
billion was how I got fired.
no, you can
Carry
wish
on.
whatever you want. The fact of the matter is, you have not seen Adam Silver just be this difficult human being. He has not been a
okay.
difficult human being. Now, if we're talking
Let,
about the NFL, I would agree with what you're saying. The NFL players, yeah, y'all can quit. But the NBA is to
All
continue
right, so,
to
hey
show.
Russ,
Tell us
remember I
what to do,
text
and
you.
we will try to do it.
Remember I text you earlier and I said we owe Chris an apology. That's why. So I agreed. Me and you spoke on the phone. I agree with you, and I argued with Chris, I think 2 days ago, about how the NBA is a lot more progressive and how Adam Silver or whatever. So I read this article today on the Atlantic that was really good, and it talked about the plight of the black player in the NBA. It talked about how basically there are only 4 African American general managers. I think 3 African American coaches and
Ask
0
for it.
owners.
Ask
And
for it.
hold on, listen. And so they said it was literally, listen, they said it was literally exactly like the NFL and MLB landscapes. And then they interviewed my man Craig Hodges. And Craig Hodges in 1991 asked Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan to sit out of the 1991 finals because he wanted more black ownership, black coaches, and black general managers. That was in 1991. If you fast forward to 2020, you have 4. You have more African-American general managers in the NFL, Russ, the place you just said called shitty, than the NBA. So what happens is Adam Silver is a better commissioner. I will agree with you on that. He is a better commissioner. But what the NBA is doing is it gives voices to people like LeBron James and these people, and it makes us feel like we have a voice. It makes them feel like they're important, but there's still a salary cap.
Who are we talking about right now?
Listen, it makes them feel like they're important, but at the end of the day, nothing from 1991 has really changed.
I'm not gonna be up in here like, look, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Racist, you can say they're racist or not. If you walk into my office of the league I own and tell me get rid of salary caps, I might look at you and say, fuck you. That has nothing to do with color. That has to do with business. Straight up. Like if you like hold up, Chris, if you want to come and ask for crazy demands, then go make your own league. Because you're doing something that I can't provide for you anyways. Now, if you want to come up in here and talk about actual progressive change, like what Sean talking about, let's get some more general managers, ask for that. But if you're gonna come telling me in a league that has shown like we're raising the salary cap,
Russell, if they've shown it, where is it? So they never asked for black. What you're telling me is from 1991, when Craig Hodges, Michael Jordan, and them. You're telling me from 1991 to 2020, they haven't asked for black.
No, I'm telling you, if you want
for black coaches.
No, I'm telling you, if you with everything that's happening now is because we've been asking. So all this like acting like nothing has happened, I don't do that. I'm working for right now. We've been asking. That's why streets is burning. I'm telling you, since you're asking right now, don't come out and say I'm just not gonna play. Say I'm not gonna play until we get a rule in or something in to get more general managers that are black.
But nobody gave him. But what I'm saying is nobody
He's had time. He has had time.
No. Listen, well, I'm gonna tell you why he hasn't had time, Russell, because he shared. He shared private information with his teammates, and he was speaking on the behalf of other people. If you've ever been in a job like Ghost, like any of us, we all know if you're on a certain level of management or you're making a certain dollar, some people may not be as prone to speak up as you. And so they'll send you into the lion's den and tell you to speak up. Kyrie Irving for weeks, and we saw it when Steven Jackson interviewed Steven Jackson. Steven Jackson said he called him every single day, learning more about these issues, crying on the phone, talking about starting his own league.
And what did Matt Barnes say in response to that? I love all of that, but if you don't come with a demand or a set of plans in place,
and then he apologized.
All of that is love. He said it today. He said it on Get Up too.
After he talked to Stack, he apologized to Kyrie Irving. He tweeted.
But he still came on. He still came on to Get Up and said it. He said, "Bro, at the end of the day, if you don't have a plan, I'm not going." Because the problem is the negativity and the people that you can have more than one way to skin a cat, but you don't have to shit on Kyrie. That's the thing. You don't have to shit on Kyrie. But the other thing that Matt Barnes and people are trying to get across, Kyrie's idea is not bad, but you can't start doing that without a set plan in place. Like you can't do it without a set plan in place. And the way that he's appearing to move, no matter how much you read, the way he's appearing to move in a direction of wanting to do some radical stuff, but he doesn't have a plan of what we're gonna get from the radical stuff. So that's all I'm saying, bro. And you can tell me everything about it. Like I don't want to play. But tell me why it's a good idea to just not play and not have a plan. Because you can't, Sean, I'm not gonna lie to you. With something like this, you can't make a plan after. You can't. You trying to swing a blow like that, you gotta hit it. And so you can't. And that's just the way that cookie crumbles. There's no other way. There's no other way to go about it except to say if you want to go that direction and you want to swing that fist, that's fine. But it's gotta work, and you better have a detailed plan of how you're gonna make it work and what you want from it. Otherwise, it's just a big hit, and all it's gonna end up being is a super pro, and everybody gonna be hurt at the end, and shit ain't gonna go the way we want it to go. It's gonna go back the way it
Man,
was.
bro, I give Kyrie this. I don't know if it's gonna work out. I don't know how this gonna go. But for my folks out there, before I give you this, hit that subscribe button if you get a chance to. Cause I mean, we do talk sports, but we are passionate brothers in all different areas. But either or, hit that subscribe and that bell. But either or, bro, I feel like I give Kyrie the ability of thinking altruistic, bro. Like, at least I know he thinking about all of us and not just him. Cause yeah, he gonna get paid, and yeah, like everything gonna be good for him. Like, I'm pretty sure Kyrie ain't experiencing racism to the degree of the guy who's having to take the metro to work at this bottom of the barrel job. But the fact that he understands it and is willing to try something, I respect it.
And the
We
only
didn't
thing I
try wearing t-shirts. We didn't try holding our hands up before the game. They didn't been speaking about it. Like, maybe the fact that Kyrie turned on the TV the very next day and saw a man killed in Atlanta changed everything he was thinking. Now he didn't have a plan, but he just saw another man get shot down for no reason.
can I tell you a sad truth, Chris? And all that's true. Not playing basketball is not gonna stop that. Getting your motherfucking ass in the vote booth is what's gonna stop that.
Oh no.
So
Hey, look,
not
and I'm gonna
playing
say this.
basketball is not gonna stop that.
Hey,
And so
look,
it's
and
not.
this is my logic.
It's not.
We can say what we want about these owners, but they want that money. And if these dudes don't play, they gonna miss that money. And at the end of the day, they can bring about way more change because they're the influential people in all of this. Something will happen before they miss it.
And about the money, the thing about the money, Chris, if they choose to make the money from this time period and they choose to just use it on themselves and strip clubs and stuff, then what you end up saying, and Kyrie is right. But if
Bro, and I never said strip clubs.
no,
I'm saying if they donated
I'm
all of
no,
it, bro,
I'm
it
saying
still
they
wouldn't
not
matter.
not even all of it, but it would matter to donate some money to the cause and put it toward the effort. It would matter. It
Bro,
would.
it's systematic, bro.
It would.
They
No,
have
it is systematic. Yeah, that's why you put the funding in
like, so
places.
give him.
Yeah, and you know that if you have your own money, you get to put the money in to fund the things you want. And if you know that voting is what needs to be done, then you put it into education on that for our people, so they know how important it is and they get it.
How
If they're
about
not
this?
getting it so hard,
Even on a
not
basketball
playing
sense,
is not gonna do nothing.
why are
like
you
that.
making so much more money than me? And without me, you don't have anything. Let's go back. Like, you don't have anything without Kyrie Irving. I'm not gonna lie. Like, as much as I loved watching the NBA, like, how many games you gonna watch if you take out the 14 All Stars and then maybe the 7 guys you would use to replace them?
And then okay, and then I ask you this, and so you make a business. Do you believe that you should make the same amount as your employees if it's your business? Because every business makes all their money from their employees. The niggas at Walmart wouldn't be shit if the niggas didn't run the cash register. Yeah, they should get paid more, which the NBA does. Like, I'm just saying, it does it do it. It has to go through the NBA, and that has to be negotiated.
Russell, you have to read the article that I'm alluding to, and I'm gonna get off this subject. Russell, the NBA pays their superstars, and Chris has said it 4 times, and you haven't answered it. Kyrie Irving is getting max dollars. A lot of the niggas on his team, these G League players.
So what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do if they don't play?
Listen, he was speaking on behalf of a lot of these other players. He was speaking up for a lot of the players who are not getting paid.
Okay.
And don't want to play because of social justice issues, and he had a bigger voice. And now he is being lambasted.
And that's what I'm asking. No, and that's what I'm asking. Just like when it came to the NFL, people trying to strike. Is Kyrie gonna pay that? If Kyrie comes out and says, "I'm opening up my own little house. I'm gonna pay these niggas bills. I'm gonna do this for them,"
I don't know.
Then I don't want to hear it because you telling me I don't get paid enough and I don't want to work and I'm not gonna have no money.
All I'm saying is
black, white, yellow, Asian. That shit don't make no sense.
All I'm saying is
you sad and mad, and I get it. Not you, but damn, I get it. But you making more than me, you, Chris. Take the money that you go get and use it to make change. You have a CBA coming up. When the CBA comes up, take the lockout. Do it. Like, yeah,
all
they
I'm saying
never
is
do
what
it, and they always make the same excuse. We don't have enough money. We're not
No.
making enough money, but we also can't lock out because we
All
can't.
I'm gonna say is what Chris said and what we keep and everybody else keep glossing over. All of us have experienced different feelings every single day. So to expect this man to know exactly the honest to God truth, Russell, playing or not playing, none of us know what to do. That side is just as confused as this side, but we're only expecting the side that says not play to have a plan. But I want to address something real
No,
quick.
the other side is saying that if you want to do something radical like that, then you have to have a plan with it. It's not a choice you can make. Even though you want to say your feelings, Sean, it's not a choice you can make. That's what we're
Hey,
trying to get the point
I just
across.
say
We
this, Joe.
understand you, but to tell you, I can empathize with you all day. Just like you can empathize with the dude that's really talented but don't want to go do what it takes to succeed. He's still not gonna get what he needs because that's just the way it's gonna be. Bad, and
I
it's not
agree.
nothing bad about it. It's just that's the way it's gonna
I
be.
agree, but 80 players didn't get on that call for no reason. But anyway, I the reason why I wanted to talk about Kendrick Perkins, and I'm gonna let y'all talk, is because we all just had a conversation. Ghost said something, we all talked, and nobody said you an idiot, you dumb, you a bird brain, you this, you that. Kendrick Perkins is putting on for these cameras. Perk calling him a bird brain and saying for anybody to even suggest that Kyrie Irving is talking about systematic racism because he can't go sit in the bench on Orlando when he makes $180-something million is insane. I want to talk about Kendrick Perkins and his need to come and name call, and then for him to say that we haven't talked about the deaths of 2 African Americans because we was talking about Kyrie Irving. Ghost, what you think about Perk's comments, man? Chris, what you thought about Perk's comment?
Man, bro, it's one of them, bro. I hate seeing brothers down brothers right now. Like, if you felt that way, bro, you would have just done better calling that man. Like, you can say, I just disagree with you, bro. Like, I think it can be done better this way, going about it like this. Not yet, but he didn't have to do all that.
Russ, we talked about this, man. What you think about Perk's comment?
As I told you on the phone, when you first read the comment, and to me, the disrespect in the comment went over my head. Not because I didn't get it, it's just because I'm just not dealing with that. But that part could have been left out. And the whole quote, you should have said the whole thing, because the whole thing was really bad. The whole quote, when he said, if you take his brain out and put it in the birds will fly backwards, that's fucked up. And right now, that's not really something that we need to say. Now, I do understand. I think Perkins, see, part of me doesn't agree that maybe it's putting on. Part of me thinks that that's one thing that he's going to learn a lesson in TV is that you don't always need to express yourself as you would at the barbershop or as you would, in a personal space. Not even to say like he's like lacking of intelligence. I think that's something that in his head he was probably just saying, "Man, Kyrie don't have a plan right now. He tripping because he don't have a plan." And what he said made it sound just he basically made it sound like he was calling him an idiot. And like you don't he's not and he's not an idiot by any means. So I think that what he's saying though, as far as saying that he need a plan, I do agree with that, but I don't agree with the manner he said it. Um, I forgot what was
Yeah,
the
you shouldn't have said it the way you said it. My
yeah, there you
bad.
go, there you go,
Trying to get
go
my head.
ahead.
I'm trying to get my headset working. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. Yeah, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like the shit Kendrick Perkins said, that was some fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like me going on air and calling one of y'all out, saying some real dumb shit like oh, like man, Sean down in the box and watching some shit like some bullshit that like you said, you call him. you be like, hey man, like I'm not really agreeing with what you're saying. This is what I think. Like you don't really put on for the TV for ratings or nothing like that against somebody you say is supposedly your boy. You know, I mean, I just don't agree with it. Yeah, I think you know what I'm saying that was kind of a whole move to do. No offense, but
I
you know what I'm
mean,
saying. You just can't.
go ahead.
What's up?
I was saying, you go ahead. My bad. I thought you. I
Oh
was
yeah,
just
yeah,
agreeing with the
no,
things,
no,
bro.
yeah, man. I mean, so yeah, I mean, I don't think he, you know, said should have came out like that. And, you know, said what he said, but you know, did he do some shit? One of him and KD beefing earlier before this. Like, did he say some shit about KD? Like, was it earlier this year or was it last year?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
like
I think that's what I alluded to earlier. Kendrick Perkins for the last few months, right? Like this is what me and Russell was going back and forth about. When you are on a team and you do certain things with certain guys, there are just certain conversations that don't need to be had, especially on air. And Kendrick Perkins has been getting in front of that camera and talking a lot, telling a lot of stories and a lot of things that I feel that should be behind them closed doors and stay there. And I think we used to say Perk's so real, and it's like Perk talking like you and Stephen A said it this morning on First Take, kind of telling him and warning him like, bruh, my position is different from your position. You played the game. You put on the jersey. You are
yeah.
somebody from the Brooklyn Nets has been leaking information to him. Now they know that. Like you putting people in weird, uncomfortable spots, and you got to understand that you're not a member of the media. You still also an ex-player.
Yeah, you can say one of the boys, you know what I'm saying, like that shit with Ballers, but yeah, you consider one of the boys. That's some shit you don't leak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put it on the lines of. Well, I mean, no, I was gonna say I ain't gonna put it on the lines of like, you know what I'm saying, what Nick Young did and shit like that, or what you know what I'm saying, Kobe did to Shaq, but you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, you still leaking some real personal information and shit, and then you know what I'm saying, when you get called out, you want to get mad and say I could tell everything, like for
Now that
real,
I
nigga?
don't.
Like,
Now that I don't agree with. I don't
yeah.
agree with that. Like, and you know where my stance was. I was like, well, if Perk got something to say, or you gonna say something pertaining to this that it was said to Perk, like I said, then you said it to him. Now, as far as just getting mad and being like, well, I'll spread everything, then that's kind of just like you just at that point you are coming off salty. And a lot of things when I listen to Perk, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it has anything to do with like intelligence wise. I really think it's just the way that he communicates. I think he really just says what's on his mind. And that's why I think Stephen A said what he said to him is like you can't always just say, what's on your mind. You know what I'm saying? Now if you have your own space and podcast, you know, to do so, then or you can do that. But as far as what he's getting at, I think when you take all the disrespectful shit out of it, what he's saying and the base of what he's saying does make some sense, but you can't say it the way he said it. I will agree with you there after our conversation yesterday and everything. I will agree with you there to say you can't say the stuff the way he's been saying it. You definitely can't say, I almost said something I shouldn't, but you definitely can't say I'm gonna spread everything. That's just a certain type of person does that. And so you can't do that.
Hurt. We know LeBron James is paying you, dog. Jesus Christ.
Why do you have to bring
Boy,
LeBron into this?
man, we all know Perk.
Bro,
Hey,
see,
Ghost,
You know that help me
bro,
get
I've
nigga,
right.
nigga
never,
couldn't even go a whole show without hating on
I've
the nigga.
never seen a
Running
grown
on the
man.
king.
Hey, Ghost. Now tell me,
What's up?
I'm being you objective. Tell me in my line.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen anybody ride LeBron James like Kendrick Perkins? I ain't gonna say ride because that's disrespectful, but do what he be doing like Kendrick Perkins to LeBron. I've never
I
seen it.
have. And I can't because that's my nigga, but Uncle Shay the same way.
Bro,
Man, hey,
you look at the picture. This is my nigga. You always bring up, bro. Like,
I,
hey, even Jordan was like, what the fuck you
and
bringing LeBron for?
hey,
Why you
I
bringing
love
that?
Uncle,
Kendrick
but
Perkins.
no, yeah, he
Kendrick
do.
Perkins, he just be looking at things, man. But moving on, Russ, man. Look, I think this a great conversation we had. We all agreed to disagree, but it stayed respectful. And we're gonna move on the topic. I want to say one more thing before we move on. It's only black people we tell to quit their job or to give up everything when they want change. I love Maya Moore and what she did to leave basketball, but we never ask white people to. They run 7 companies, and so it's
Thank
okay.
you.
We don't
Thank
never tell a
you.
white person run that one company.
Thank you.
So I find the thing I find disrespectful about the Kyrie disrespect is when everyone keeps telling him to quit playing basketball and go be an activist. That's not fair.
No one.
He
Oh,
can
I'm
do
not
both.
telling him that.
He,
I'm not
he
telling
can
him
he
that.
can do
Just
both.
get your money, bro.
It's only black people we tell. If you don't like the
Yeah.
system, quit.
And
If you don't
and
like what's going on, leave. We never do that to no other race of people. So
and,
people out there who tweeting at Kyrie and tweeting at these players, telling them to quit and move and go do this, that's not right.
and I wanna piggyback onto that, and then if anybody else wanna go before we go to the next subject, I just want to say, Sean, thank you for saying that because follow at SportsPlug GTD on Instagram. I've been saying this for months. I'm sick and tired of people asking like we can only do one thing at a time. Black people as a whole, if you're saying act, stop, and act, or you're telling people only do one thing, or whenever your friend says, "Yo, I'm trying to rap and I'm trying to start a clothing line," why are you saying are you trying to do both? Stop doing that. We have the ability to do multiple things. I've said it before. We can walk and chew bubblegum, people. Like we can do it. We can do it. And the reason why white people want 7 streams and they're always like, yeah, get 7 streams, because what is it? 7 streams, you're automatically a millionaire. Read some books and you'll figure them all out. But like,
much love, Maya Moore. We're not disrespecting.
oh yeah, no
you. Much love,
disrespect. If
Maya
you're
Moore.
doing what you want to
Yeah.
do, if you don't want to hoop no more, or you don't want to do multiple things at once,
One of the best female hoopers ever.
if one thing helps you get what you need to get done, then do it. Do that one thing. But I'm just saying, for all those out there that want to do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 things, do all of them. There's
I
no
think I've
reason.
seen like 30 tweets of people saying, telling Kyrie, go be Maya Moore.
That's bullshit.
That's crazy.
That's
all right,
bullshit.
Russ, what we got next, brother?
It's on y'all. Really, we got.
I don't know how much money my more making either, but
well, okay, let's just not get into that. We're not gonna talk anything. We all love the WNBA. Let's just get Sean. We ain't gonna have a show, Sean. If we did it, okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna shut up. We all want to talk about the NFL.
Yo, let's go. Because I get Maya Moore buckets.
All right, so no, stop, no. Actually, Maya Moore, if you heard that, Sean is willing to play you one-on-one. We'll tape it. You can work that nigga out. I will watch it. She gonna kill you. I did not think you would score a bucket against Maya Moore.
I'll buy dinner afterwards. I ain't gonna watch it.
I think she would beat you 10-0. Like, and she gonna drop you, and she's going to drop you. But you should let it happen. That way, Trinity and Cece got some inspirational like to watch. They be like, "Oh, you think maybe that time Maya Moore busted Uncle Sean's ass? That'd be lovely."
I'm gonna put Maya Moore in that blender, man.
Man, you tripping. But hey, if WNBA players, if y'all want to kill us in basketball, we are more than happy to hoop with y'all. You know what I'm saying? We're more than happy to
Hell no, I'm fouling.
Yeah, if you can't play.
I'm not hooping.
All
right, hold on.
Hard fouls.
Man,
I'll record them, dog, y'all.
Hey, do it. It would be hilarious.
Like that, hey, my bad, like that episode of Marvel, you know what I'm saying?
But the only thing the only thing is, Chris, it would be even better because Chris Sean over here talking about he giving buckets, so we just gotta keep the camera focused on that nigga the whole game and get face shots. Cause you know when a nigga get dogged, nigga's face change. It's gonna be him. All right, now before we move on to NFL, actually I don't really before nothing. Fuck it. Let's just jump into it.
I got you, man. The question, we was arguing about this earlier. Man, they gonna play in this NFL or what, Russ? They playing this year?
I think that here's what I think. It depends on if the NFL wants to go do what it takes to play. Because I really think that they're gonna have to isolate the league in about 4, 5, 6 hotspots. How many teams is it again? 32.
32 teams, yeah.
32. So if you split it up evenly, what's that? 8 times? Is that 8, 4?
16.
That's 8 teams in 4 spots, right?
Yeah.
Am I right? And so if you have 8 teams and 4 spots, that would be a way to kind of bubble it. But the problem is, I mean, I think they should do it. I think it would be best if they did. I think that because as a sports lover I am, and a person that takes this shit very seriously, I say that if you were to do what you needed to do, it's possible, but I don't expect that the NFL is going to do what it's needed to do. Now, do I think they're going to play? Something tells me that they are going to play, but we're going to have a new type of injury that comes about. So, like, you're going to miss your player for 2 weeks. because I believe that they should take them all into training camp, because men of that age and men of that not coaches, I'm talking about the players, men of that age and men of that I get, what do you call athletic build or whatever, body type, or like they keep themselves in shape. I'm sorry that my words are all fucked up, but they keep themselves in shape. And so those people are at a very low risk of something
They're in good health.
very dangerous happening. So I do think they should go ahead and just put them all in like training camp. And then once they do get the Rona, isolate them 14 days. They isolate 14 days. Your players aren't gonna have it no more.
Did you
Wait,
just hear
bro.
what you said? Once they get the Rona, like, what if they not
Russ,
trying to get the Rona?
You just gave them niggas the Rona and said go sit down for 14 days.
Okay, no, listen. This is the reason why. Because I know on the outside it sounds like I'm a mad scientist. I'm like, you niggas don't play. Like, nah, like, oh hell, Jerry Jones. Like, nah, my nigga, I'm saying, if this niggas is talking about playing, I can't let you leave. You go get the bro. Let's be honest. I'll be completely honest, America. First, hit that subscribe button, that like button, nigga. If you're gonna play athletic sports in multiple weeks, you are going to get the Rona, my nigga. Like, there's no way. You need to tell me Anthony Barr jumping on your back, breathing, sweating. You know what I'm saying? Someone's gonna spit on you. I guarantee you, the first fumble pile, every nigga in that hole got the Rona. Like, every nigga.
Russ, what did you tell Zeke? You just gonna tell Zeke, yeah, Kim Folk gonna sit down for 14 days. You be back right?
Yeah. Bro, science, I'm not gonna lie. Only reason why is because if you're not the scientists and doctors have come out and shown if you're not old, if you don't have like asthma, like they all know what the players got. So if you're not old, have asthma, pre-existing conditions, then you should be able to sit for 14 days and survive. Like, now if they find out.
Hey,
the science don't know nothing, bro.
For real, like, you hear that shit don't even know. Like, trust me, wrong as fuck. Like, they say you ain't got through, like, they said the test and acting like a motherfucker.
And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro. I'm not gonna sit here. I can't be a part of the group think of, man, I don't know shit, and the science niggas that study this don't know shit. And then when we find out they do know shit, we be like, oh, they're lying. Like, somewhere along the lines, we gotta accept the fact there's a bullshit ass disease here, but these niggas know about it, but ain't shit they can do. Guess what?
Man,
that mean they don't know
fantasy, you have to throw me some points.
No, they don't know how to completely stop it. They don't know how to completely stop it.
Bro, they don't know how to stop it at all. Like, they don't know.
But they know.
This shit here to stay. Like, my name's Corona. Nice to meet you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm your new neighbor.
Wait, hey, America, if you get that Rona, Russell say go on sit down for 14 days and get your ass back to work.
No, take a break. Hey, I believe in the 14 days, money, because ain't no quarantine that long, bro. What you need? They making sure that you really don't. Hey, sit in your motherfucking crib.
Chris,
America, listen to me. If you get that shit, you sit your ass down 14 days.
Chris, can you tell the people why they're not playing no football, man?
Man, they not playing no football because the reality is they don't even know what the long-term damage of the Rona is gonna do to these people, bro. Like, I mean, I think we gonna start off like everything is normal, and then once they see just how many people get it and get sick and die,
that's the problem.
They gonna shut it back down. Like, this is crazy.
No, the problem is it's the rate. You know, they can't control. You can have like, I'm gonna use a smaller number just for this, but you can have 100 people get the Rona. You can't have 1,000 people at the same time. That's what the problem. The doctors have said the problem is, like, you niggas in Texas, this is our fault. You niggas have gone out and just been like, fuck it. Like, nigga, and everybody been like, Rona party in this bitch. And like, too many people are getting Rona at the same time. Like,
as soon as the bars start opening up, yeah, niggas went crazy. As soon as the bars open up, they're like, oh shit, the restaurants, 25-50%. They was like,
bro,
I'm
nigga,
going back in there.
But nigga, I know, so this whole night shift got that shit. Them niggas had one night out, one night of drink. 14 days, bitch ass nigga. Go sit your ass down. Don't do nothing for 14 days. You sit your ass in the house.
Is that paid time? Like, if I'm getting sick, you know what I'm saying? I can't help it. But that should be paid. Oh,
I
that's
mean,
another
Nah.
discussion.
but I agree with Chris. People are gonna die and they're gonna shut shit down again because the main thing is we can't look at it in all seriousness. You can't look at it as, oh, I'm just saying that for NFL players. It's the other people that are involved, like Chris is right. Like you can't do nothing about the whole ass nigga that want to the bad person that want to go out to the
The
store
dude next door.
to go to the store and
Dude
don't want
next
to wear
door.
his mask and cough on him. I'm like, my mom said she was out at Dollar Tree the other day. And she said this woman, I'm not gonna say what color she was, but she said this woman was in there no mask coughing. And my mom said, this is some bullshit. And she left. She said, I left and told them to report y'all ass. But I was like, bro, people have to be, people see you trying to get niggas to roll it through the Zoom. But people gotta, but
Hey,
people
look,
gotta do a better job of caring about other people.
that shit got coming in my throat. Hey, man, I don't know if they're gonna play football or not, but I will forever go back to Russ say, go on, sit down for 14 days.
Hey, take a
Zeke,
seat.
come run that motherfucking ball. Hey, Zeke, come run that ball. Jerry Jones and Master Russell said, come run
Hey,
that
hey,
ball,
bro,
boy.
hey, I'm not gonna lie. I will say I agree with Chris. I want it to happen, but I think we all know that's very bleak. But I'm saying, as far as athletes are concerned, they have a lower risk of something serious happening. So yes, if you get that Rona, like right now, they have it in the. Let me see if I have it on here, bro. They have it in the motherfucking NBA thing. If you get that Rona, you gotta sit down. Like you gotta sit down 14 days. Like nigga, we don't know nothing else, Sean. We don't know nothing else. We just know, nigga, 14
So
days,
look,
the nigga should be solid.
So look, this is the last topic, and for the fans, man, we've been talking about a lot of heavy stuff, racial oppression. We've been talking about COVID-19.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I'm sorry to interrupt you, Sean, but please read what's on the screen while we on this 14. This is the official rules from the NBA. I know you can see it. Read what that says.
It's just as far as advanced as
Campus,
possible.
damn.
While players are allowed to leave the campus bubble, they'll face 10 to 14 days quarantine upon return. We'll have to take 2 negative tests. The players will also not be paid for any games they miss. Bro, these niggas shouldn't play, bro.
Damn.
Like, players and staff will have to sign documents saying they will abide by the bubble rules. Yeah, okay, and Kyrie crazy. Y'all niggas tripping.
Niggas in St. Clair playing.
Didn't play no goddamn
Bro,
basketball. Hey, look, but let's
man.
let's
I'm
end it on this note, man. I'm about to say we've been talking about a lot of heavy stuff with racial oppression, COVID-19, and if you and I'm gonna tell y'all something. I really care about all of this stuff a lot, but I know some people, including me, want to get back to really just debating the sports and watching me and Russell tear each other head off. So let's close it out with and Chris, this is what we got to accept when we had this debate. They're playing basketball. It's about to start. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
So who do we think is going to win the NBA title? And I'm going to start with that boy Ghost. Ghost, who going to win it all?
Shit. Man. I think at this point, it's probably going to be the Lakers. Just for the simple fact, you know what I'm saying? I know, you know what I'm saying, Brian got them niggas over there. Hey, you know what I'm saying, probably got them in shape. You know they out there hooping. They ready for it to start back. So it's going to be the Lakers against the Bucks in 6.
Oh, that's a great prediction.
Yeah.
Chris, who you got? I like that, Ghost. He put it short and simple. Who you got, Chris?
You know, when I shoot my shot, you already know how it is.
This nigga, fuck this nigga, man. This nigga, when I shoot my shot, man. Go ahead.
You already know who it is, man. I got the Clippers and the Raptors in 7.
Clippers in 7, the Raptors in 7.
The Clippers.
Jay, who you got, man?
I wanna go ahead, Sean. I want you to go before me.
All right.
I got something special for my nigga Chris.
Mine gonna seem a little crazy, man, but that boy, besides LeBron James, Russell Westbrook was playing the best basketball in the NBA.
I should have told
So
you.
I'm gonna go with
Mute this nigga.
I'm gonna go with the Rockets. I'm gonna go with the Rockets, and then I'm gonna go with the Philadelphia 76ers.
Oh.
If Ben Simmons is playing. If Ben Simmons is not playing, I'm gonna go with the Boston Celtics and the Rockets. A rematch of the '86 finals or '84 finals.
And see, the thing, you got to make sure Ben come back in shape.
Good Lord. Okay.
That boy Murph broke his arm.
We all good. Murph did break his arm. Is everybody? Where is that motherfucker? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm over here. I got something special. Okay, there you go. I got something special. So I guess it's my turn. Chris, this is for you. Yeah, hey, Sean, I want you to look at the screen. This is what I think is going to happen. Because you niggas got some shit to say. I think this is what I think is going to happen. Because, you know, when I shoot my shot, I come back from 3-1. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, hold up. Let me put you like this. And I'm not even going to say, it's not even about the King. It's about AD. Y'all going to put some respect on that nigga's name. The 6'10".
Man, I ain't gonna put no respect on no name.
He gonna make you in this bubble. Hey, he gonna make you in this bubble. He gonna make you in this bubble. I'm gonna tell you like this. Hey, the Lakers gonna win.
He better hope LeBron don't tweak a hammy.
Well, you better hope that. Okay, all right. You better hope Paul George don't choke. Ghost. But hold up. Let me go ahead. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me get. I got the Lakers.
Watch it.
Hold on real quick, okay, because I'm going to let you fire back in a second, though. Let me get the final prediction, because I do have the Lakers making it after going. It's going to be a tough series against the Clippers, but the Lakers going to end up making it.
Hey, y'all talking about playing the best basketball.
But listen, but in the East, it's not going to be the Bucks, man. It's not going to be the Raptors, man. I got a real strong feeling someone's going to make it hot. I think the motherfucking 76ers is going to make it, dog. I think when you put them, the environment's different. You put them in this bubble, and in this bubble, talent is going to mean the most in this bubble. And I think that the Clippers the 76ers got a lot of talent, but I think 76ers going to lose in like 6 games.
You didn't say Ben Simmons. You didn't say with or without Ben Simmons. We still don't know if he's playing.
Well, I'm saying if everybody's playing. If niggas don't play, like stars don't play, then we can.
Remember, he was hurt. But he was
coming back though, wasn't he? In the
playoffs, I thought they said he was gonna miss the season.
Did they?
Yeah.
That's what I thought they said, but I don't
know. That nigga's back was fucked. Huh. You know them back injuries. Ask T-Mac.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, if I am mistaken, and he does not play, then the Greek Freak gonna make it. He gonna lose in 5 games though, because them nigga he can't shoot. Fuck him. I'm sorry. Not fuck him, but
proclamation.
He gotta be able to shoot.
Jason Tatum is the best player in the Eastern Conference.
All around best.
I don't agree with you, but I'm just talk. And, you know, people are allowed to talk. Like, he's not the best player. He has a very good chance of being the best player, and I like him better than the best player. But the best player ain't got no jumper. It's Giannis. I'm sorry. Giannis looked like that nigga from that video clip, Gary Smith, that you sent that was in the rec, just dunking on niggas every play.
We talking about active players, right?
But
because I mean, honestly, the best player in the East is. But before we ain't playing right now.
I want to get back to Ghost before we go. Hell yeah, I said it, nigga. What has Paul George done? Butt choking the motherfucking playoffs, nigga. Jerry Ingles.
Hey, I'm sorry. Hey,
but last year, Paul George was out there. That nigga did his thing last year playoff. It was just Dame was being Dame. Westbrook let Dame get in his head.
I'm gonna say this, and no offense to Paul George, but this ain't about Paul George, bro. Like, this ain't about Paul George. Like, this is about Kawhi. We know how this gonna go.
Just look at that's every time you say Kawhi's name, I'm gonna say, "Oh, you mean that guy?" Yeah.
The guy who beat LeBron in the chip before.
Hey man, you know what he had, but Tim Duncan had something to do with that too.
Hey, Ghost, you know what?
Tim Duncan was like 40, awesome. Bro.
Okay, well, they gonna play, and all I gotta say is I'm into recency, Chris. And what happened in them back-to-back games when that nigga LeBron went through both of them? I'm sorry, LeBron and AD went through both of them. I'm sorry. Wait, hold up. No.
The Clippers won 2 games.
Bro, I'm talking about recency. When it was hot, because you know the difference between playing in December and playing in earlier in the season than it is when you get to this
Man.
when you get to after Christmas, close to spring. You get to that little midpoint. You say, no, don't do your hands
That's
like
why I
that.
don't like. That's why I don't like LeBron fans. They don't be like LeBron. The
No.
Lakers won one and lost two.
I
They talking
told-
about they didn't play.
I'm
Hey,
sorry.
Ghost, let me
And
tell you
but
why
do
the
you know
Lakers.
why? Do you know
Ghost,
why? Even though LeBron,
hold on,
do you know
Russ.
why? No, because you called me a LeBron fan, and I done told y'all from the start. This is the nigga that's gonna get the credit, and he's the one that's gonna win that hoe, and he's super cold and deserves that. But the nigga on the team that I rise with is motherfucking Anthony Davis. And Chris be hating. I know he hating. He probably hating right
Ghost,
now.
the
But you can't
Lakers
stop
might.
Anthony Davis.
Hey, look, the Lakers might win because all LeBron championships. Hey, look, they might win because all LeBron championships have been fluky as hell.
Oh
All
boy, see, here it comes.
Hey,
Nigga hating, boy.
This a year. Hey, look,
Oh.
this is a year for LeBron to win a chip. Look, his
Boy.
first chip. Look, his first chip wasn't fluky. I give him that. They beat. Hey, look, James Harden. That was James Harden's first time seeing the big booty fans in Miami.
How many times did James Harden get to fail? You know what I'm saying? That's because James Harden didn't do what he was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Russell, can I ask you a question? Let's look at this just like this, bro. Look at the Rockets roster and look at both of LeBron James's Cleveland rosters. The Rockets took the best team. This is another thing, America, that nobody come debate us. We're ready for this. The Golden State Warriors are the best team to ever touch a basketball court with Kevin Durant. No Lakers could have beat them. None of them fucking Bulls team could have beat them. They all would have got ran out of the gym. All of them.
Fact.
And James
That's a
Harden
big
took those
fact.
teams to 7 twice. LeBron James won 1 game off them boys, and we keep talking about Harden failed. If Harden would have went to the finals with the Rockets would have beat the Cavs twice too.
And you know what? And if an if was a fifth, my nigga, I'll be wasted. So let's go ahead.
Hey, if it was a fifth, you'll be LeBron James because he always got
Oh, I'd be
3
mellow.
for 9.
Man.
3
That's
for
fine.
9, but
That's fine. You know,
3 for 9.
that's totally fine.
So wait, they gonna give out MVP awards? If they give out MVP, let me ask y'all, who gonna get MVP? If they give that out.
This the year for LeBron to win. This some fluky shit.
He's probably gonna win the MVP. Really, only
Because
reason
I mean that boy Luka.
Hey, make it hot. One more time.
Luka.
Make it hot. Hey, on the cool, you know, I'm being realistic, but my nigga Luka might make it hot in the off. He said he ready to hoop.
Yeah.
Hey,
Luka.
Luka play like LeBron James and James Harden mixing the one sick ass Serbian nigga. What do you? I'm fucked. You sure?
Hey, look, you
Fuck.
dribbling. This be Luka on defense.
You have the nerve to talk about a nigga playing D? You just happy that you finally get to talk about someone else's defense besides your own niggas. Come on, man. We can look up the Harden bloopers. At least Luka move. Harden, only thing he move on defense is his eyes and his mouth. Help, nigga. help.
Hey, it's gonna look. Hey, look, I'm all for the people, but if they do hoop, it's gonna be some good hoops.
Oh no, I'm not. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna be real. Like people, we also have to do this. Whatever decision is made, this is not. Don't let it make you mad enough like it's gonna stop your cause. If they hoop, you're an adult. Walk and chew bubble gum. Hoop, and you can watch the hoops. You cannot watch the hoops. Don't hate people that watch the hoop because I'm not gonna lie, I went shot 100%. The way they're gonna have this set up is gonna be some sort of like tournament style, and these niggas about to have to go hard. And what I will say is, fuck the asterisks, man. I don't even believe there should be asterisks for Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire, or Sammy Sosa. You know why? Because Roger Clemens was throwing that hoe on the juice too. And so you know what I'm saying? Everybody's playing. If everybody agrees to play, the shit is real, just like the Spurs in '99, nigga. Now let's go on to the next. What's up? Let's go. Tim's not gonna slap the shit out of you right now. That nigga with that big ass hand, then he would be like, shut the fuck up. By the way, Chris, they was doing my nigga Bill Russell for a long time on the 2K. That nigga's not 6'8". That nigga is the same size as Tim Duncan. That nigga's a monster. He might be the GOAT. Got me fucked up. That nigga, that's why
we already know the GOAT, nigga. We already know the GOAT. 6'6", straight out of North Carolina, number 23. You know what I'm saying? Straight from the Bulls. We all know.
Look, Russell just want to be different.
Hey, man.
You already know what I'm saying. You know how Russ feels about Mike
Oh
Jordan,
no,
Mike
no,
Thomas.
stop saying that.
You know how they feel.
Stop putting me in a position where I don't like
Yeah.
Michael Jordan. Okay, for real, out of America, right?
Michael Jordan, Michael Thomas.
I do like Michael Jordan. We're not gonna talk about that. Y'all ain't even going to NFL. We ain't gotta talk about that. We can wait till next year to talk about Michael Thomas. He cold too, but I would pick him. Now we can get into that later. But as far as Michael Jordan is concerned, I'm gonna get this off my chest so niggas don't get me fucked up.
Go ahead.
Michael Jordan. That's a whole nother story. Michael Jordan is the best basketball player ever and has the best basketball career. Only thing I always said is I will wait for the nigga named LeBron to finish before I even start going back and forth anymore because the shit is pointless. But if a nigga want to talk this basketball,
tell us what LeBron got to do to surpass Jordan. Like, don't say you'll wait. What does he have to do to catch Jordan?
Yeah.
Tell him.
Oh, he gotta win like 2 more.
He gotta win them.
Not like 2 more. Tell us exactly. He gotta
win 2 more championships. He doesn't.
He gotta get 5.
Hit the way his play style is and his stats and all that shit straight. Nigga, you gotta win. You like even though I tell you like going to the shit is a good thing, you are at 3-9, and I love Dallas to death. Dallas Mavericks, you are my team. LeBron, you fucked that all the way up, brother. All the way up. So like you gotta win. He gotta have 5. Kobe got 5. Duncan got 5. Like Kawhi will never have 5. But you know what I'm saying? Like nigga, Chris ain't said that in a minute. So
Kawhi got a mean too against some super teams.
No, he do. No, Kawhi got a mean too. Sean. Kawhi got 1.5. The nigga he got 1.5 because that ring better not be solid gold. That nigga it better be gold plated.
I'll just say this. Chris be getting mad at me, but I called Chris, bro. That boy Kevin Durant came out there and gave him 11 buckets in like 8 minutes.
Just get put 12 on that nigga and like 8.
If y'all watch the video, man, you pan the camera just a little bit. When that nigga KD shit pop, you can see that nigga quiet in the corner. That nigga said, that nigga said yes.
Hey, but if I had to pick out of the Clippers and the Lakers, though, I think the Clippers are gonna beat them boys too. Like
that's gonna be a physical series, nigga. That's gonna be physical. That's gonna be a damn good physical series.
After watching that last game and watching LeBron James and Anthony Davis enforce that pick and roll, I really did. I started to believe. At first, I was like, the Clippers got a better roster, but I'm to the point to believe that.
You just gotta.
You know, at some point it just don't matter because niggas are so cold. Like I think that them two, Anthony Davis take over a game now. I mean,
but look, you know what I'm saying? He's a short nigga. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with him, but Anthony Davis is still Anthony Davis. One wrong move, and that nigga out.
And they got a
twist the ankle.
And they got a lot of guys that may not be world beaters or make your eyes pop, but they got guys that just don't fuck up.
Hey,
Black Magic gonna have some turnovers. Reggie Jackson gonna have some turnovers now. Black Magic gonna have some turnovers.
Who he playing for?
He played for the Clippers now. The Clippers got a squad. Yeah, the Clippers have a squad, bro. But they got some niggas that can make some mistakes now. But
hey, Lakers supposed to got D Rose, man.
Oh,
I'll say this. Forget the rosters. I'll take Doc Rivers over Frank Vogel.
I will never take Doc Rivers in anything. Do you know why I would never take
Doc Rivers? James?
I can't believe you fucking
James.
Man, I'm not gonna say F Doc Rivers. I'm just gonna say any man that doesn't allow Tim Duncan to ride on the private jet with his family so that you can have Tim Duncan and T-Mac. Man, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know.
Hey, look, I'm glad Tim Duncan didn't go. He would have been out there playing by himself.
No, there we go. Sean, you know what's funny? That nigga T-Mac on the jump. Nigga, I can't talk bad about. I mean, I can just tell T-Mac is cold, but he is who he is. He was on the jump. And he said, "Y'all can say all y'all want, but man, I couldn't go out there and play." I said, "Some of my nigga Sean is like, we know." We know
We
you.
know you wouldn't play. You was perfectly healthy talking about, shut your ass up, T.
We could dive into Sean's hate of T-Mac, the player and the person.
Damn.
But whenever I refer to T-Mac, mostly it is T-Mac from Orlando, T-Mac that dunked on Sean Bradley, and T-Mac that scored them 19 points in 30 seconds.
I'm finna close it.
Yeah.
Y'all got y'all ready for parting shots? Y'all ready for get some parting shots in?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna close it, bro.
Whoever want to start, Ghost, you want to start? What you got to say to end it? Parting shots, anything, any information you want to get at people, anything you want to say, last point you want to make today?
Man, no, just, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate being on here, you know what I'm saying? We got to discuss, you know what I'm saying? A bunch of heated debate, heated topics. You know what I'm saying? Definitely going to do this again. Like I said, we got it because, shit, who knows with the sports? Definitely NBA will probably be back, but we definitely got to talk about NFL, you know what I'm saying? Got to get into that. We ain't get into, you know what I'm saying, Kaepernick getting worked out, what Cam's going to do, you know what I'm saying, the Drew Brees fallout.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Thomas. So yeah, definitely got to get back on here and, you know what I'm saying, discuss all that.
Yeah, that'll be a part of next week's show. We dive a little bit more into the less serious matters. But Chris, you got any last? Excuse me, my bad, Chris. You got any last parting words?
Man, bro, it's just good to be on there. Holla at y'all boys. Also, before I go, just say I ain't forgot about my boy Zion. Them boys gonna get in there and they might not go far, but
Forgot about
with
that.
that boy,
that
boy gonna make some noise. So shout out Zion.
And he was granted.
And other than that, if you're looking for some barbecue and you're in the H-Town streets, we got it going at Spring Street on Houston Avenue. So make sure you come out on Saturdays and Sundays. Holla at us.
Sean?
Have a good Juneteenth. Shout out Colin Kaepernick. He needs to play in the league again. Black people, stop telling us if we don't like something, just leave it. He deserves to play in the NFL again. He should play in the NFL again. And if they blackball him again, sue their ass again.
I'm gonna leave with some controversial comments. I appreciate everything that nigga doing. Hey, he doing it for, you know what I'm saying? He doing it for the culture. He let you know what it's about. When we talking about Colin Kaepernick, the NFL quarterback, overrated.
Hey,
you know what?
Let's see him get on the field and debate that, brother.
And that's what. 1 second, I'll be right back, fellas. Hold up.
Let's see him get on the field and we can debate that. So he got to get on the field first.
Yeah, we gotta see his just like, you know. I think his first year, you know what I'm saying, take to the Super Bowl there, it was just like, all right, you saw what he was doing, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like Lamar Jackson, a way better version of Colin Kaepernick.
Lamar Jackson's a way better version of everybody. Now,
hey, Ghost, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Is AJ McCarron better than Colin Kaepernick?
AJ McCarron?
Yeah.
No.
Is Mason Rudolph better than Colin Kaepernick?
No.
Is Jake Fromm better than Colin Kaepernick? I don't know if you see what I'm doing, Ghost, but I'm just naming a bunch of backups.
They have spots,
I know what you mean.
And so I'm not saying that. So again, you got to give people opportunities to know what they can
of course.
You know what I'm saying?
So he had a couple years, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, all right. Like that year against Seattle, I was like, all right, Cat, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You can't keep depending on them legs. I was watching that game. I was like, bro, because as a matter of fact, I lost money on that game. I said, Cap, you gotta sling that ball down the field, bro. You know, like you can't keep waiting for the play to break down and run, and then first play you throw, you know what I'm saying, get picked on by Richard Sherman.
I hate to interrupt you, Cat. I hate to interrupt you, Ghost, but you gotta save it for next week, baby. You give them too much juice. You give them too much juice. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. It's always about that.
They drinking it in, and they're like, "Oh, we getting the next episode right here."
Sean, I feel about you know what I'm saying. I'm just talking about the player. You know what I'm saying, the NFL quarterback, but no, Cap, what he's doing for the culture, nigga, I'll never ever talk down on that nigga.
Perfect. I'll go ahead and close it like this. Real quick, just to answer what Go said, and I urge everybody. Let's just go ahead and get at SportsPlug GTV on Instagram, or if you don't want to look at it through my page, then you can just go to Get Up, go look at the Get Up IGTV, and just make sure that you look up what Greeny said about Colin Kaepernick's last season. I'm gonna go over it a little bit. I may miss a point. That's why I gave you that information of what to go watch. But Cap's last season, or not in his last season, before that, people forget. He had 181 rushing yards in a playoff game. That's the most in a playoff game. Michael Vick's played in playoff games. At quarterback, that's 181 yards rushing at a quarterback. Steve Young is the only quarterback with more playoff rushing yards than this man. He has 53 straight starts for his team. He's got the fourth best interception rate in history. Tom Brady's number 5. He's got the sixth best TD to interception rate. The sixth best all time. Drew Brees is number 7. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, go listen to it because there's a couple more that Greeny goes through. But no, Colin Kaepernick's cold as fuck. He deserves a start. And so I believe that if he does have a chance to get to play for the Chargers, he should take that start and he should play and he should go out there and whoop some ass because the motherfucker got game. And like Ghost, I love you, but I hate it when niggas tell me that he ain't got no game. You was watching it. The motherfucker got game. Ask Green Bay if he got game. He got game. But
Ghost got a point. Ghost got a point.
Ghost, yeah, no, he had a couple games in there that he looked like shit before he left.
Yeah, especially in the moments that need. But let me ask you this then. Let me ask you this. I know we said we're gonna talk about. All right. So you just said the Chargers, Colin Kaepernick or Scam Newton? Who you choosing?
Colin Kaepernick or who?
Scam.
Cam's not on the team.
Honestly,
I take Cam over everybody because Cam is
Chargers,
better than everybody.
Man, if you the Chargers and we going giving them too much, me personally, I wouldn't take either of them if you just drafted a quarterback.
My bad.
Why we gotta take Tyrod job?
My bad. I guess my bad because we're gonna open it up and I'm gonna have to split this. We're gonna do the next episode right now. But as far as that concerned, we'll get more into that. The Colin Kaepernick, should he play, should he not play, should he get a tryout, should he not get a tryout? What Sean says is interesting too. Black people stop acting like because you don't get exactly what you want the way you want that you can't do it at all because that hasn't worked for you so far. As far as my part and shot is going into the show, I want to thank everybody, the first-time listeners, people that have been rocking with us. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Again, you can follow me at SportsPlug GTD on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I got the highlights to post, and I also like to say a lot of intellectual shit sometimes about my people. Lastly, guys, there's more than one way to skin a cat, and this is to all my people with the movement, whether you're black, white, Asian, no matter what. If you with Black Lives Matter, if you were trying to change things, there's 2 things I have to say to you. There's more than one way to skin a cat, so do not hate on anybody that does something different to you as long as they're trying to be progressive in the cause. Number 2,
the black trans and the black homos too.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's with moving this thing forward. Everybody, you should just, if you want to drive in your own lane, but don't try and wreck nobody else driving differently. As far as the last thing I wanted to say is nothing is gonna change unless we vote. You may not like it, you may want things to change to a different way, but nothing is gonna change from the way the system is the way it is right now unless you get up and you go wait in that line to vote. And I'm gonna say something real quick because I was even talking to my mom today, and I said it's atrocious because my people will wait 4 hours in the line to go to the club to watch some ass shake. We'll wait 4 hours in the line to go see the new Star Wars or the new Black Panther or the.
I ain't doing either one of them.
We'll wait 30 minutes in line, 40 minutes in line to go watch some sort of event, to go to a concert. You can wait hours. You can wait hours. You can wait hours. You can wait hours in line to go do something that's going to be fun for one night, but you cannot wait hours in line for something that's going to change your life. That is a motherfucking problem.
I'm not waiting in no line. I'm like Jeezy.
Yeah, you can catch me on it. You cast the vote for me, brother.
I'm gonna vote. I'm not waiting in line.
If the line too long, I'll come back tomorrow. I'm gonna try to vote. Dirty Joe, I'll give you my vote, Dirty Joe. You get my vote, Dirty Joe.
Hey, all I gotta say is it don't matter. Like it's either Dirty Joe or Agent Orange, nigga. Yeah, so shit, nigga. You either want the KKK or the other motherfucker. And right now,
Whoever
I'm
giving
going
them
with the other
reparations.
motherfucker.
I'm
Hey, we
going with
do.
whoever giving reparations.
Whoever give me
Yeah.
some reparations.
No, don't
Let's
say
go.
that, cause don't
Hey,
say that. Don't say that, cause the nigga slick.
we
Like,
gonna
I got this
we
trash.
gonna we gonna leave this one out of the sports club. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm saying, let me hit that joke, but this is not a political podcast. Other than that,
Yeah.
hey, like,
Oh.
subscribe, everybody, peace, love, and stay down the road with Black Lives Matter. If you're not down with that, then fuck off.